Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Captain Swifty, the Ineffectual Gamer. So I don't have my voice reverberating in the background now, but I still managed to mess up the intro. What a dial. I mean, come on. Gotta get it right just this once. Okay, so, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, okay, that's all set up. Oh, my phone, what's my phone doing here? Okay, 1 second, I just have to change some things on my phone because my phone is acting up. Okay. Quickly. Come on, okay. Oh, cripes out. I hope that's not because of COVID. Right, okay. Oh, we'll have to see. Okay, so back onto maps. I'm trying to change a few things around today. I was trying to make it work a little bit better. So welcome into the stream. We are in the Canary Islands. We haven't really gone that far so far, but I haven't expected to. I'm just going to be looking down because I've got to post this in the Discord and stuff to make sure people know I'm live. Copy link, general. Bum. It's a hot day today. Hot day. I'm feeling it here, and it's not even that hot. It's probably wearing a hoodie in summer. It's probably yeah, it does actually. It's probably because it's still summer, and although it's not cold, it's not warm. So I should be yeah, I should be not so hot, but it is hot today. And I want to open the door, but we have had ridiculous amounts of that fly better not start bothering me. Ridiculous amounts of mosquitoes in this area the last few days, and it's becoming unbearable, even for me, somebody who very rarely gets bitten or anything. So it's a bit strange. Now, I actually for the first time played well, not for the first time, but first time paying attention, played a little bit of No Man's Sky earlier. I'm going to be honest with you. I took it seriously, so I started with intention, and it wasn't bad, It wasn't bad. I think I've just been bitten by a mosquito. I've opened the door 2 seconds ago, and one's come in and just gone. Aram! Okay, so everything's done in Discord, and I'm ready to get off the ground. So we're going to get off the ground here. Good FPS, haven't we? Got some good streams recently. Very, very happy with it. I'm guessing you've typed in on YouTube, Elsgar, so it's live and running up on YouTube, which looks good. Day 3, yeah, okay. Yep, okay. Fantastic. Okay, so we are ready to fly. So let me just knock this off. So I can get a few more FPS. I'm gonna knock my... Oh, you know what I didn't change? I didn't change on Twitch today. Did I? Please say I did it. Please say I had the forethought to do it. Why didn't I change on Twitch? Let's have a look. Twitch is gonna play some bloody live channel and blast out my ears as well. Better mute that. Right, so, simulate... Oh, crap. Day 2, it says. Right. Just give me a second while I try and just copy this onto Twitch. I hope I can actually edit the Twitch thing. I think I can when I'm doing a broadcast. You can on YouTube. Right, now I'm hoping I'll have to have a look once I get to once we get around the block and everything and see how everything's running, because I don't want to be streaming as long as I did last night tonight, because I haven't got a ton of time. Not last night, the other night. So I've got to use my time wisely. Right, okay, so even you, the viewers, should know our startup procedure now. We scooch over, we push the bar up. Wait, was the bar already up? Yeah, it was. Push the bar up, we go battery.
Lanzarote Tower Dayer Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta
Quickly.
Ready to copy.
Okay, so that's alright, and then I would have requested clearance, but he's done it.
Takeoff runway 201 climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.3
So yeah, a lot of traffic, because we're next to a main road, I think. But yeah, it seems to be more traffic now than usual. Look at it. Look at it out there. But it's one of the things I love about this game, seeing all the traffic. It's pretty damn cool. Okay, so before we ask for... oh crap, I forgot I was supposed to do it, so yeah. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Okay, so that's what we're setting our altitude at today. 3,000 feet. And we are heading over to Gran Canaria. And then Tenerife is the idea. So, our virtual mode speed, and we're going to go 1,600, I think it was. And we're going to go nav on as well. So we've got all our altitude set, our navigation set, and our climb speed set. So now what we can do is, I've forgotten, I should be used to it by now, not just you. So let's have a quick look. Get my list quickly, just to help myself. Copied request. Yeah, I knew that. I did know that. We're requesting pushback. Okay, so we're going to request a pushback from the ground services. That's it, request. Lanzarote. Never get bored of that. So we're going to go external for this one, just because I don't really know where the push line is. It's here. So, you know what, I might even ask for a steer to the left here, if it goes in the correct direction. I never know whether it's back of the airplane that goes to the left or the front, but we'll find out. So I'll take my parking brake off. We'll wait for him to... Are we there yet? Just die, Brian, come on. Okay, so let him get this thing out of the glitch. I wish they'd fix that glitch. It can't be hard. Ask for a steer to the left very quickly. I forgot to do my flight number and everything. Oh, he's gone the wrong way. Alright, well, no problem. I have an idea here. As long as we don't go into anybody else's parking bay, we can use this yellow line. Okay, it's a little bit late, but there's nothing you can really do about that. And now we're on the roadway, but we're gonna go for an engine start. So ignition on. Jesus, come on. Why was that set to auto? And we'll start the engines up. Oh, did you? I'm gonna scooch back over because it's my side. Okay, we'll wait till she's powered up. Wait till she's in the green. Wait till she's in the green. Okay. Now we'll push forward. Okay, and then pull back, and she should kick into full on mode now. So we will go. We can actually do these before, and I don't know why I don't ever do them before, but that strobe and pulse light should definitely have been on before. We're going to go with the taxi lights on. You're going to see me beating myself tonight because there's this fly, and it is the most annoying fly I've ever had in my life. It has been having my life for 2 days, and it won't leave. I think it's in love, so we're going to go fuel select. BP. I think that should have gone on before. Yes. No, that should have been on now. That's okay. Right, no, so that's correct. Autopilot up. Okay. Switching seats. We'll go intercept. Pitot. We should actually have our what did I say? No idea what I said now. Yeah, that is on. Does ignition? I can't remember if does ignition get auxiliary pump. Oh, have I maybe not auxiliary pump got it set to the right one? Auto as well. Sorry, CAS. Right, the CAS is clear. I can now make my turn. No, I can't because I haven't even requested. Did I say beat myself? I did not say beat myself. Did I? Can Alisgar confirm that? FMS set. So now we can request the taxi. Back to clearance. Request taxi to the IFR. What the hell is that? Okay, it's that van. See, I'm on his road, you see. So he's going to try and drive through me.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Delta taxi to and hold short of runway 21 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 121.8 when ready.
Okay, we'll acknowledge the clearance back.
Taxiing hold short runway
And we can
21
start.
by taxiway Alpha Dare Golf Sierra Delta.
So, I hope everybody's having a good day. I thought I'd try that beer one more time. I know why I didn't like it now. Oh, why it's bloody cheap as well. Right. It's not time for whiskey yet. So this isn't a long taxi here because it's a resort area. So we're going to set our flaps to 1. Stop sniggering, Brian. Okay, flap set to 1. Boy, I'm going to follow this taxi line. There we go. Oh, is everything done there? Okay, yep. Okay, CAS is totally clear, isn't it? Yep. Taxiing a little bit too fast, but I don't think it's ridiculously fast actually. I think this is kind of the taxi speed. Make a turn here. Today's going to be interesting. We've got some really nice places to look at today. We've got Gran Canaria to look at, which is just one big mountain in reality, and then we'll fly over to Tenerife to see Teide, which is the biggest mountain in Spain, even though it's not actually in Spain. Now I have actually I'm now using my tablet for chat because I just think it's better. Chilllands are at the tower, and we'll request clearance for the IFR.
Tower Dare Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Delta ready for IFR departure runway 21.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Delta cleared for takeoff runway 21.
We are good for takeoff almost, so that's good as well. That might be a bit too fast. Might have put a bit too much power in that.
For takeoff runway 21 Dare Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
And we are going to depart straight out. We're not waiting around. So as soon as we've made the turn, we're going to slap the engines on. put landing lights on. Whoa! Nearly. Whoa! 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 Sweet child of mine. Right, I messed up there, but that was because I was looking up at the landing lights because I forgot to turn them on. But I'm not that inept. In reality, you can look down much faster. So you're going to pull back on the stick. Okay. Good rate of climb, so I'll put the autopilot on. Okay, so we are up in the air. We're going to lift up the landing gear because we've got a good rate of climb. We're going to put the yaw damper on because that's what the warning's for. I'm going to pull slightly back on the engines. There we go. Okay, well, get that. And again, I'm not particularly going to be tuning until we're on our kind of final part of the flight, so I'm not going to tune any of that stuff at the moment. Okay, we're looking very good here, so I'll bring up the flaps. If you look out the window, you will see. Actually, we'll do it from outside. It's probably better. You'll see the flaps retracting. They're just on the edge of the wing here. Okay, so. Oh well, the plane changed position at the same time, so you didn't really see them coming up, but the flaps are up. It's good. Get my pointy thing out here. So you can see our VFR route today. I'm going to open up this map, and I'm going to actually move it here to the middle of the screen so you can actually see it. And I'll zoom out so you can see we're going to fly down over Fuerteventura. I always forget the name because I'm thinking Portaventura. We'll actually nip across the land mass. We'll head down to Gran Canaria. Then I'm probably going to take the autopilot off, have a fly around Gran Canaria because it's a huge mountain, and then we'll fly over to Taide, and I think we'll do that one with the drone cam once we've landed. I will then do an assessment of the time and work out whether I can stream going across the ocean to Africa or not. We'll have to see. I think this weekend there is a free tester of the Division 2 if anybody's watching and they're interested in that. I'll probably be hanging around on Saturday in the Division. I will stream some of this, but then when I'm done doing that, I will hang around. And so if anybody fancies playing the Division 2 or something, it is free to download from, it's either from today or from Friday. And if anybody wants to check out to see if they like it. Brian, you'll have to join myself and Ellisgar on the Division 1 at some point. We've only done the first little part, so... Okay, I'm going to turn that map off because we know what the flight plan is now. And we're going to go outside the plane. We're going to have a good look at Lanzarote. See you later, Lanzarote! See you later! Right. So we're going to just go down in here. There's a lot more things I want to learn about in this game which I still haven't had chance to learn about. There's some things I know now, which is pretty cool. I'm able to do things that can go off. I don't need the angle of attack on. I know what an angle of attack is, especially in this aeroplane. So... okay, so I'm going to just pull back a little bit on the throttle. We don't need to be at blistering speed today. This is more a scenic flight than the other day, so there's no need to have our stuff on full. That's the second time you've wrote that, Ellis guy. You've just changed the sentence slightly. So here we are. That's the end of Lanzarote there. And then, I don't know the name of that little island there, but this is Fuerteventura. Now you can see it's mountainous too. Very mountainous actually. I didn't realise it was that mountainous. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, but that's a nice view out that window. I was going to actually set it more for the daytime actually, so let me change the weather so that we've got it more in the afternoon. Because we do want that view. We want the sun behind us and we want that really good view of the island. It's not even behind us, the sun, it's just on the opposite side, so... Don't know if somebody's throwing stuff down on my balcony there. I don't know whether you can you actually see the cat in the box behind me? I just didn't want people thinking I'm a gypsy. Slightly, yeah, just over my your right, my right shoulder, no, your right shoulder. There is a cat in the box just chilling out. God, my bedroom looks a mess from this angle. I need to change it around. I need to get it cleaned up a little bit. I've pushed a few things to the side because this last week's been could be Ella's gas. This last week's been a bit busy, but right, yo. So just having a look at those peaks hit there, and at 3,000 feet, we're not topping them, so I might have to take over the flight at some point, because we do go across Fuerteventura. Something over there, and I can't see what it is. If it's it's another plane. You see, just here, there, just there above me, so you can see the wing. So that's his... Where's he gone? Oh, he's gone into land. Look, he's landing here. He's either landing here or he's landing here. I don't know. Well, that's pretty cool to watch. No, not a litter box. Why would I have a litter box on the bed? It's an Amazon box, you Doyle. Why would I have a litter box on the bed? I think that'd be more worrying. Look at, he's going into land. There's the threshold. So his landing's coming in good. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Ah, it's an Iberia flight as well. Just saw a massive muskie. And he's down. Well done, son. I didn't see him burst into flames or something. Actually, the black one, he does try to chill out in the litter box. Hence why we have to change. We've had to put silicone in there now, because any type of grit or perfume thing, he thinks it's okay to roll around in it. Oh, that's the wrong button. So I've had to veto the good stuff. So now they do it in like a silicone thing, because it has no smell. Yeah, in case I need to go in the middle of the night. It's absorbable. It's absorbent. Absorbable? It's absorbent. That's pretty cool. I can see the aeroplanes down there in the airport. I'm just going to try and inch it up. You can see them all parked up. That's pretty good. You just can't see that aeroplane. I I don't know where he's going. Seems he's going to the other end of the runway, but that's his choice. Okay, so let's have a look inside the cabin. So we're at 3,000 feet, 209 knots. Gonna make a slight, well, we're gonna be making a constant slight right here. Oh, we should be turning. Oh, no, 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 no. 299 and 2. 299 and 2. We don't want it doing stupid stuff to try and keep altitude. Right, so, circuit breaker light don't need. Not going to be changing circuit breakers during this flight that I'm aware of. And sadly, I've yet to, and I think I'm going to have it over morning coffee tomorrow, I've yet to actually look at the full start, takeoff and landing videos of this plane, because I do need to teach myself a couple of things. Turn windshield de-ice off before compass reading. Ah, didn't know that. So here we're pretty high above the mountains as we come across Fuerteventura. I don't think we're going to have any collision problems or anything, which is good. No collision problems. No, nothing. So let's just have a quick look at that virtual map again. So we're making our left turn across the island now, and then we'll head off over the kind of boot end of the island, and then we'll have probably I think a 15-20 minute flight over to Gran Canaria. So if I just have a quick look in here, it'll probably tell us. Home. No, PFD. Is it PFD or MFD? Okay. Flight plan. So we're en route. We're currently in between these two. There's actually no flight time there, which is strange. Huh. I thought it was in there. Probably point info. No, nearest. No, we don't need to worry about that. No, okay, so I don't know why. I don't know why, but we can't see the timing. Is it here? Well, this gives us right there. This gives us an estimated time of arrival to the next waypoint. So let's see if that is correct. So we'll watch it count down and see if it's actually correct. You'll see we're at 50% torque. Well, 55% torque. Actually, no, 60% torque. 61 here. But we've got a good speed going. We've got 32 seconds. We're at 208, 209 knots. There we go. And now our next one is 8 minutes away. So what I might actually do is I will push the engines up a little bit. There's no reason not to. Okay, so I've put them up to 93. That's just going to allow us to gain a little bit of a little bit more speed. It's a lovely island, this one actually. When I saw it on my map, I wasn't too blown away by it. Now I like it. And this is the boot end of the island, as I called it. And you kind of have this landmass here. I think this is like where all the tourists go. But look at this. I tell you what, I've got to go there climbing. There's so many mountains here, it's ridiculous. The only thing is, I'm sure there's only certain times of the year where you can truly go climbing there, because the heat is African heat, so So we're kind of going to go out there, and you can actually see Gran Canaria already, because that mountain of Gran Canaria is so high that on the horizon there, let's pull it up a little bit, you can see it. You can see it here and here. So it just shows you how big Gran Canaria is. I'll tell you what, I don't know if this game places wind fields in the right area, or it estimates where wind fields are based on flat terrain, because I seem to see far too many. Actually, that works, Brian. The boot end, or the booty end, the arse end. It's alright, use that. But it feels like there's a few more wind fields than they should be. Now we're flying through the south of Gran Canaria. The mountain in the middle is called Pico Las Nieves. No innuendos. African heat is the best heat. Racist. So now this has got me a little bit excited, this, because we're starting to see serious difference in the geology of these areas. So you can now see that we're in the deserted area just even by looking at this, even though we're on an island. But the colour of the textures of the geology here are just geology. I don't know if that's the right word. It's not what I'm groping for. Oh, that's a mistake. Unless Hitler's bunkers there. Don't know. Maybe. You never know. Yeah, those are far too close together. I don't know if there is a wind farm there, so... But yeah, we can really see Gran Canaria, and we're actually nowhere near it yet. That mountain is just so big. So as I said, when we get there, we will have a mooch about and see what's there. You can see the textures here. This is just amazing. I'd love to visit somewhere like this. You know, and I think being a resident here, we get a discount for the flights, if I remember rightly. Okay, so we're heading out over the ocean. Heading on over the ocean like a storm. Ah, shut up, complain. Right, so as I said, we're heading over the south end of Gran Canaria, so we won't be passing Las Palmas, which is the biggest city. We'll actually be we'll be passing Maspalomas, I think. But again, it's going to take us a few minutes to get there. Wow, between Flight Simulator and OBS, they're both fighting for my CPU, like mentally. I've never even noticed that before. But luckily, frame rates are not... There's no real problem with frame rates at the moment. Whoops, a daisy. So that's all looking good. Right, now as I'm doing this flight, I need the toilet, and I should have gone to the toilet. I've only been streaming 35 minutes. But nothing's going to go wrong. Don't wish stuff, Elizgar. We're on the flight plan, so I don't think anything can go wrong over the sea. Okay, I'll be back in a moment, folks. See? you had your fingers, legs and balls crossed for that, didn't you? The cats wouldn't get up here. Gio used to get up here because he thought, I think sometimes cats think because you're staring at the screen must be super important. Of course, if something's super important, the cats have to be on it. But he doesn't jump up on here anymore. And I'm not sure if it's just because during the daytime I leave a lot of things on here specifically because he won't be able to get comfortable if he tried to sit on here. And it seems to work. It seems to work for the time being anyway. Just noted that this year he really hasn't been sitting on it the way he used to. So I'm just having a quick look at a couple of things here. Get off. Yeah, okay. Do that. Okay. So that's fine. Right. Drag that across. Joe Soap's playing No Man's Sky. Yeah, he knows what's up. I forgot to finish my thoughts on that. So I was playing No Man's Sky a little bit earlier because I had a meeting this morning, and when I came back I was a bit stressed. So I was like, all right, I'll just play. But I was also playing a little bit yesterday, and so the beginning part's a little bit stressful because you've got to do certain things, and you've got to do it quite quickly because you're always losing hazard protection and stuff like that. Now, personally, for that type of stuff, I think it's better to use a cheat engine or whatever. I haven't done it yet, but I'm considering it because there's certain parts of No Man's Sky where you have to keep fixing, like powering your backpack or powering your mining beam, and I'm thinking you wouldn't do that. In most games you don't have to do that as much. Oh look, we've got someone flying parallel to us. I can't see them. They were moonwalking there. He's somewhere over there. Now what that means is, depending on what he's flying, sometimes these flights are ghost flights. It doesn't show them for some reason, which is it's a bit of a shame, to be honest. But we might see him when he comes across us because it might ask us to spot him. Which reminds me, we should get in touch with the tower. Manage radio comms.
Canaries Center, Day or Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta.
Because he's coming across us now, and I'm guessing it's because he's heading to the same nav beacon, or the same nav point that we're going to. Okay, that was easy, wasn't it? So he should be crossing our nose. But he could actually, I didn't even think he might be above us. There he is. And that is, I think that's a Ryanair actually. So he is descending. He might be descending to Gran Canaria actually. There is an airport on that southern tip and he might just be descending to that. Because it is still a fair way away, so that's pretty cool. They need to put more of the real flights in this though. They say that there's real flights, but I'm going to be honest, I've been at airports and it doesn't feel like there are real flights there. There probably are real flights, but there's like one or two, there's not all of them. I remember the first time with FS 2002, I think it was, I had an add-on which put real air traffic in there, and I think I was taking off from Heathrow on a Friday night, and I was sat on the tarmac for nearly 3 hours trying to taxi out. Oh, it was hellish. No, I wonder when the size of the aircraft is maybe relative to how far they are away from you. I thought it was type of aircraft. Oh, now we've got a moth in here, I tell you, this fucking place at the moment. Tripping over the ocean like a stone. So, Gran Canaria is getting closer. We are getting a better shot of it now. Now, you can see how I say it was one big mountain, because it just goes up and then it goes down. I thought... Fuck, you're dead. You'll be dead in a minute. Don't come down here. I thought the island of Gran Canaria was actually a bigger mountain than that. Oh, I don't know. I thought the flights were kind of back to normal. I was looking at flight radar the other day and it seemed full. Actually, I'll have a look now. Flight radar. So FLIGHT radar. Flight radar. It's a good website, flightradar24.com.
Golf, Sierra Delta climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet, Dare Golf, Sierra Delta.
I don't know why we have to climb 7,000 feet, but I'm going to listen to her because I'm guessing it's because there's mountain. We're going to be going over a mountain. Yeah, that was a Ryanair. See, I know my call signs when I see them. Okay, so we are climbing up to 7, but it's not in our flight plan to go to 7. It's supposed to be at 3. Well, you might be slightly right, Elliot's-Gar, because in Madrid there's not a whole... Oh, no, I'm looking at it now. The map's full of planes. Full of them. Jeez Louise. And especially, wow, when you go to Lanzarote, because don't forget, it's a holiday place, there's like 5 or 6, no, there's more. Especially Gran Canaria, there's a ton of them. I'm going to see if I can find this Ryanair flight, actually. Can I click on it? Hey, the one I just saw was RYR1JN. Oh, YR2011. Let's see, it's that one, isn't it? No, I think the tail number's wrong. I think it's that one. Yeah. So it should actually be. It's a Ryanair, but it should actually be tail number 1JN. But that is exactly where it is on flight radar. Exactly, that's brilliant. Wow. And it actually shows you the whole flight plan of the plane. That's the great thing about it. But yeah. Does it say he's scheduled in 10 minutes? So I'm guessing he's going to go do some type of turn. Oh, it even has helicopters on flight radar. I never knew that. Well, that's cool. So, Pico Las Nieves is right in the centre, the highest point on Gran Canaria. So this must be why we were cleared to 7,000 feet, is just to avoid any terrain here. I think if you look at the VFR map, because we can zoom in a little bit. If we zoom in a little bit, yeah, we're kind of going to go close to the mountains here. So I'm guessing that's why we're asked to climb, because as I said, it wasn't in the nav log or what we requested. Seeing another mountain there, and I can't tell if that's actually Tidy in the background or whether it's actually another part of... It can't be Gran Canaria. It must be Tidy, because it's kind of... it's in the right position for it. But we'll see. So let's zoom out a little bit just so we get a better view of Gran Canaria. It'll probably look nicer once we fly over here, because but definitely the one part of this game that is kind of off is the actual terrain. So the terrain is correct in itself, but its altitude and its height is not correct, and this is because you have to pay for the higher mesh versions. So the higher the mesh you want in a game, you have to pay more for it. And I'm not saying we, I'm saying Microsoft have to pay for it. So I think they always just go with like the middle one. Now somebody released a high mesh version for Flight Simulator X, and it should work in this one, but we'll have to see if they release it or whether it gets fixed. Obviously a volcano there, and hopefully it will be, because if it get... yeah, there's not... these aren't all here on this island. The Spanish don't go for eco-friendly stuff that easily. I don't mean the people, I mean the government. So you can see there's actually a river that comes down from the mountain here. Now, I don't know how real that river is, to be honest, because I don't think Gran Canaria has a lot of water high up. Unless there's a volcanic spring. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so we're making a big turn now. And now we're starting to see some... look at this. Look at this here. This is amazing. Can you imagine walking through here? Jeez. You don't always have to go to the top of a mountain for the best views. Not always. Yeah, that's Tidy. That's Tidy, definitely. Definitely, definitely. But the great thing about Gran Canaria and this actual kind of mountain in the middle is that there's lots and lots of these ravines going up on this side. This is why I choose to go this side. You can see them even down here. Look. So I'm guessing in the past that a lot of water has... that's an airport there. Only a small one. I guess it's serving these two rich towns here. Because that looks like a golf course. Oh no, it's not, it's houses. It is houses. That looks like a house comes something else. I wonder if they've got a bull ring there. A bullfighting ring. I don't agree with bullfighting, by the way. I hate it. It's outlawed in Catalonia, thankfully. Just look at this. Look at this. If you lived there, you'd be walking every day in this, man. Every single day. And look at some places where they've built villages. Because a couple of years ago in Spain, they had a law where you could build anywhere. As long as it wasn't a national park, you could build anywhere. And obviously, if it wasn't owned by somebody else. But if it wasn't a national park and it wasn't owned by anybody, you could build wherever you wanted. So what a lot of people is, next to the coast, they just started building. So you sometimes find places, houses in very, very strange spots. The only downside to doing that was you had to pay to have your electricity, gas and water connected. So if a company had to send a pipeline up a mountain, you had to pay. And if people had enough money, or they thought they were going to sell the house for enough, they paid it. And so here you find some houses in some quite strange places. go, there's a main town somewhere. It's quite a big place, got its own harbour as well. Guessing there might be a few holiday resorts around here. But look at that. That is beautiful. It's a bit like Southern California actually. I can't wait to get to the US. I really can't. There's going to be so many places to see when we get to the US, which will be sooner than I thought because you know, I'm going to have a look at these estimated time of arrival flights, and I might actually run the video while I sleep and just let the because some of these flights across water are going to be ridiculous. I'm guessing I could have. I was thinking that I could maybe have a look at some shorter routes, but I think in this plane it's going to be. I think some of them there's not really an option. So we're flying out over the sea now, so we can. That's Gran Canaria behind us. We make the turn towards Tenerife.
You are 46 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect localizer. Total runway 7 approach. Via Tango Foxtrot, Sierra transition. Cleared to Tango Foxtrot, Sierra.
Maintain present heading.
Now at the moment,
Localizer Zulu runway 7 approach by Tango Foxtrot, Sierra.
I'm thinking of actually cancelling the IFR and replotting it. Yeah, it's too fast though, Ella's car. Wait, that was me. I pressed the button by accident. It's too fast, and I don't like flying it as much because I don't know everything that I'm looking at. In this plane, I understand everything that I'm looking at apart from one thing, and that is I don't know where you cut the engine. So I have to use a button to do it because I can't see where you cut the engine. It's not down here. It's not on here. Normally there would be two little things here, one knob here, one knob there, and you would pull them up and turn them and the engine's off. You can't do it up here. You could maybe try and turn the ignition off, but that doesn't work because I've tried it. The starter, that's just the starter button. The auxiliary BP, none of this works, and there's actually no button to shut the engine down. Now at first I thought it might be this one here, but it's not. So that's an emergency lighting test button. And down here there's nothing. There's only a thing for music. This is a circuit breaker board, so it's not on there. There's nothing up top because that's all your avionics. There's nothing here. Absolutely nothing that tells me you can cut the engine. So it's that's why I said I need to watch a video, because I'm sure there's some people who've made videos from light to dark, just start up and shut down. So I'm sure it's something very visible, that, or a button that I didn't think I could touch, but I can. For example, maybe that one, but that says open mic or mask card, so I'm guessing it's not that one. Override fuel control, I doubt that does it. There is actually a cutoff here, but I don't think. High, low, cutoff. It could be that you move it to here, but I don't think it is, because I'm sure I've done that before. So wow, we can see Tide Air here. This is Tide Air, the top of Tide Air here. And I have a friend who climbed this last year. Not been able to do it yet. I would like to. 1 year. But it'll probably have to wait for Corsica, and we will go across Corsica in this live stream at one point, and you will see how beautiful Corsica is. And there's actually a walking route in Corsica. It's one of the most dangerous, though, that you can do in the world. It's not actually that dangerous, but it's bloody high, and if you are... how can I put it? If you're not a sensible person, you can do yourself serious damage. And yes, I am sensible, especially when I'm in the mountains, to be honest. It's probably the only time I am sensible. Wait, oh, okay. So, yeah, so we've got actually quite a big big loop to do to land here. It's a very strange entry. We come in here, we sweep over just the lower part of the landscape, and then we go across here, and then we turn and we come around here. It's a strange approach, but I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust the computer to guide me in. If I have to have a go around, I will go around. It would be my first one of the game, of the flight, of the trip. So if I have to go around, I will. I'm not too bothered. But I'd prefer not to have to. I'm totally honest. Also, this trip, I think I'm going to start flying VOR to VOR instead of doing ILS and FMS. And the reason I want to maybe start doing that is I can call my altitudes, because at the moment, like here, I've been asked to go to 7,000 and it's never been brought down. I can, however, ask for clearance to bring it down, so negative 4,000. So I can request 4,000 less.
Approach Dayer Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Delta 7,000 feet.
But now they decided to start chatting, of course. I also don't know what the level of the airport is here. Oh, and it doesn't allow me to do a change. Okay. Well, that Ryanair flight's late getting in, because he's only on his approach still. Oh wow, look at Taide there. Wow, that's big. I think if you climb it though, you go from the other side. This island is the island of Tenerife, or Tenerife. You can see there's a few, looks like river outlets here. Right, so let's quick check of that. Wow, I still have some. I still have an EDDB IO page open here, and the permits page on my thing. So at least we've got something to aim for in Mauritania. Mauritania. Not Mauritania, Mauritania. We've got something to aim for there. I don't know, it's the place that's supposed to be. It says, the famous Eye of Africa, a very strange and huge circular structure in the Sahara Desert, said to be highly symmetrical and deeply eroded geological Rome, fits also stunningly well with Plato's description of the city of Atlantis. Aquatic fossils can also be found there, so who knows. So that is definitely somewhere that's going to be worth visiting. So I'm going to look into that, and we shall find the nearest airport and then have a fly around that and see how that is. Right, so more windmills, of course, because the whole world has windmills. That's our airport right there. So I think we're actually going to go over this mountain around the back, and then we're going to come into land from over here somewhere. That would be my supposition. Well, look at that. Now we're actually getting close. We're actually starting to see how big this mountain is, and maybe that's why we need the 7,000 clearance to get over here. But look at that bit. Beauty. Up there. Isn't she a beauty? So... But... actually, Ellisgar, the Learjet isn't too hard to fly. I have flown it before, and I did land it. It's just, I really want to feel like I know the airplane that I'm in for this trip, because I don't intend to crash. That's my point. I don't intend to have any crashes. I want to fly it correctly. And we've had a few near misses when the autopilot's been a bit of a dick. But I haven't crashed it yet. Touch wood. So yeah, this is why we've got 7,000 clearance, because we've got the 7,000 because we're heading straight over here. So this game obviously spots that, but it doesn't reroute you. There's one flight I was doing the other day, a test flight, and I was flying so close to the terrain, but it was actually quite cool. But you could literally hang out the window and touch it. So we are just coming over the probably the city of El Mediano. Should be somewhere below us. There you go, El Mediano. Yep, that's it. So now we're making a little turn. Like I said, we'll see whether it gets the approach right. It should, because this wasn't done with. There you go. There's the airport. This wasn't done with the other sim thing. We're going to do a really strange crisscross here, actually, which is going to be a bit weird, but we'll see. I don't know whether I should try using the approach mode button either here. Let's see if it gets us down first to the level that we want to be at before we worry about all that stuff. As it makes a turn, so there you go, there's the airport off our wing. But then we're going to do this weird crisscross, which I'm absolutely of the opinion that from here we could do a right turn out at sea and come straight in. I don't understand the need for this big square crisscross. Makes no sense. But it is what it is. It's probably because I don't know what nav stuff to use, and you can change a lot of it. You can add nav points in, you can take them out. So yeah, I don't know why. And you remember in back in Morocco where the computer was trying to. It wouldn't give me clearance to go lower. And it was kind of bringing me in at 7,000 feet. That's when Ellisgar told me to plant it, but yeah, it seems a bit strange that it did that. Because I don't know whether you could approach the airport like this, because you'd be crossing the path potentially of flights coming in, would be my thought. So you wouldn't want to do that.
Delta Golf, Sierra Delta, descend and maintain 4,700 feet.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 4,700 feet, Sierra Golf, Sierra Delta.
I hate it when it does that. They say 4,700. Sorry about that. I'll just take my decreased speed. Okay, that's fine. 1,500, I think. Okay, so we can see the airport there. We're going to make our correction turn. Okay, so I heard some creaks there. So that's telling me that maybe we're just a little bit too fast. So, oh yeah, we are too fast, that's why. I don't even think it was the feet per minute. So we're going to bring this, we're going to hold this, pull this right back here. I'm going to bring down my first flaps actually, in order to bleed this speed off as well. Should have realised what I was doing there. So we're going to pull the throttle right back. I think I was coming in way too fast there. Still am trying to bleed this off. But we've got quite a way to go to the next waypoint. 1 minute 44, and because we're slowing down, it probably go a little bit slower. Yeah, it's going slightly slower. So I'm just going to bring us down to around 150 or something, maybe. I don't know what it is. So put the engines up a little bit there. I don't want to come down much past 140 because we're gonna set for 100 as we're coming on final, which will be on this approach on this part here. That's what I am bothered about, because coming down, I'm gonna actually set the altimeter to 2.5. Because normally, if there is a flight level change, it would have said it already. So I think this one, we fly out past this and then we'll make the turn to kind of connect to here. That's how it should work, this one. Oh no, we're actually going before that, so that's strange. Normally we don't go before it. Okay, now we're still at 142, which is fine for the time being. When we straighten up, I will bring the gear down. If we straighten up here. Put the wings level, please, before we make the next turn. Okay. Okay, so gear down. Gear's going down.
Delta Golf Sierra Delta, descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,600 feet, Dair Golf Sierra Delta.
So pull back a little bit more because we want to try and get down. Did he say 2,400? I'll just double check it. Pretty sure he did. 2,600, sorry, okay. Okay. Torque down too much, and we're going to bring the second flaps up now as we straighten out. Well, second flaps down, I should say. This should be like literally the final approach. Now we've got no more turns to make. Just need to line up a little bit with the airport.
Delta Golf Sierra Delta, you are 13 miles west of Reina Sofia. Contact tower on ONE 20.3 when inbound.
Well, we're inbound, that's the thing.
Tower on 120.3 Dair Golf Sierra Delta. Tower Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta 13 miles west inbound, localizer Zulu runway 7 approach.
Dair Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta Tower. Cleared localizer Zulu runway 7 approach. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er to wind 276 at tree.
Cleared localizer Zulu runway 7 approach Day or Golf Sierra
Okay.
Delta.
So we want to be about 100 here. Maybe I brought my flaps down a little bit too early, but it might take us a little bit longer to kind of get in. But I was just trying to prepare for it, to be honest. I was just trying to prepare for it, so... Okay. So let's prepare for landing. Landing lights are still up, because I never turn them off at 10,000 feet, because I'm a Doyle. Actually, we shouldn't have them off at all, but it's kind of a bit game-breaking. There's part of me which wants to turn that approach mode on, because I think it would do it. I haven't seen the glide slope's not appeared here yet, and I don't know if it will. But we'll see. So we're holding good speed here, about 95 knots. It says actually in the manual 100, but the simulator says that's too fast. So I'm going to hold 95 knots here. At 2,600 feet, and then we can make any final changes just as we're coming into land. Now if I start getting more approaches like this, I think I'm going to start turning this off, because I can vaguely use the map down here and this here to kind of work out where I am. This more than this, I think I might get used to seeing the kind of the distance of the runway, but I'm not 100% sure whether I would be able to totally do it off that. So it looks like here we're kind of coming in a little bit high, so I'm just gonna give ourselves an altitude decrease to 2.2. I'm gonna say virtual speed nose down. Why isn't the nose going down? Why isn't the nose going down? Come on. 500 feet per minute, maybe 500 feet per minute. We're gonna pull back. Sorry. No, that's fine. 500 feet per minute. Okay. Don't want this, or here, roughly around 90, 95 knots. It seems that if you go to 98, 99, it thinks you're going too fast, so we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Part of me is itching to press that glide slope, you know. Okay, so we are lined up. We are cleared to land, so... Yes, but not quite yet. But I will try and start getting a bit more used to it, so... I'm just seeing if the approach mode is gonna try and capture it. Which it's not, because we're very obviously going over the top of it, so I've turned off the autopilot now. I'm going to turn off, I think you're supposed to turn off the yaw damper as well, actually, when you're coming into land. We're going to try and make sure she's lined up correctly. Yeah, I know I'm not over the top. I'm going to try not to come in too wide today, because I'm sick of coming in too wide to the right or too wide to the left. Still feel I'm a bit too wide now. So I'm going to try and start bringing it down now, and just bit by bit, trying to get it down to about 85 knots. But this is harder because I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize, which is those two white landing markers on the runway. There's part of me that wants to make kind of these little corrections as I'm coming down, but okay, here we go. Right, so okay, so we're on the final inbound. I don't actually know what the wind is here, but I don't care. Okay, we're nose level. We're at minimums.
Dare Golf Sierra Delta turn, next taxiway.
Will do. That was an amazing land. I think that was honestly, I think that was my best landing so far. I really do. Really got me feeling stay right. That's the best landing I've had so far. And I was running Sim Toolkit Pro in the background as well, so that should have logged what my landing was there. That felt really, really nice. It felt so soft.
Sierra Delta exit runway when able.
I know I shouldn't be chatting in stream really. That felt so soft touching down there. Oh, gone a little bit wide of the taxi mark now, isn't it?
Sierra Delta contact ground on 121.9.
And I don't know if I was right on center, but I'll check it. But it felt really, really good, that one. That felt like the best one ever. I've been running through my head like where I've gone wrong landing. I've got every one of them down, and they've all been pretty soft. There's been one or two, but they definitely felt like I was coming in slightly too fast a lot of the time. I just couldn't shake the feeling that it was just coming in 5-6 kilometers too fast. Even if my actual speed was right, it's your feet per minute. It's your feet per minute as well that you're coming in at. So I might be doing 89 knots, but I might be coming in quite fast in the feet per minute department. So I think that was probably my best. I really do. So let's get taxi to the parking.
Ground Dare Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta request taxi to parking.
I'm going to control this, by the way.
X-Ray Golf Sierra Delta taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo Tree.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Tree Dare Golf Sierra Delta.
I can see my parking already, so it's a short parking here as well, which is good. Oh, look at the stairs over there. I don't think I've spotted the stairs before. So we are in Tenerife, or Tenerife as they say here in Spain. Can't see my indicated ground speed at the moment. You can actually see it, I can't. Ah, 7 knots. Okay, so I'm going a bit tad on the slow side, but this is general aviation anyway, so it's sneaking off to the left a bit there. Okay, so I'm going to put the flaps up. I'm actually going to bring my landing light down to taxi, because it should be on taxi. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that landing because that felt supreme. I don't even know if supreme is the correct word, but that felt so good compared to all of the others. All of the others. I think the only other airplane that I've had a touchdown that felt that good was the Icon. I can't remember when it was. I was doing one flight and I didn't even realise I'd landed until I saw the nose was the nose is pointing just below the horizon. That's when you know you've landed. I really didn't realise it came in that smoothly. I heard the wheel. I think I just didn't. I thought I'd bounced. It was when I first got the game. So hang on. What the fuck is this doing? This guy. Again, the taxiing system has brought me in incorrectly. So we are going to follow the line here, and we'll taxi back around the other side and come in. I don't know why that is broken, because the taxi lines lead you into your parking spot. So and I think, if I'm right, maybe it's only for the parking, but in some places you follow the yellow line and it leads you right in. Right, I can't really see here because I'm not looking at the bottom monitor, but if I turn here, it should lead me into the right. There you go, you can see the line leading me in. So how they haven't been able to program it to follow that, I'll never know, because that's how you would do it normally. There you can see the line leading right up to the guy who's waving me in. He says I'm too far left at the moment. No, I'm too far right. Okay. And there you go. Parking brake. Engine cut off. And there he goes.
Oral warning, okay.
Okay, everything on the bottom is off. Off. Nav is off anyway. Okay. We can turn taxi light off, the pulse light, the nav light, and the strobe light dimmer. Okay, now we're going to scooch over, because that's how we have to do it. Lock up. It would be... I think that just clicks. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh yes, it does. The off's automatic there, so the ignition goes off. The auto boost goes off. That goes off. The AP goes off. Turn off the master warning light, because that doesn't matter. Okay, I always get a bit which one goes off. Generator off, and then... Hey! Okay, so that was a total flight time of 1 hour 2 minutes. And that wasn't too bad. Gives me an estimation of when we're going back to the African coast. Okay, so we can go outside now, and we can go into the drone mode, and we shall have a look. 1 second. boss messaging me at 9:30 at night. She holds no limits. Okay, so I'm just gonna set it so that the drone moves really quickly because we don't want to be messing about too much. Okay, so yeah, so this is this mountain's called Taide. There's a few ways you can climb it. You can actually take a cable car all the way to the top. But one of the ways people like climbing it is somewhere around here, I'm guessing. On the opposite... Yeah, it's on the opposite side. Wow, I haven't been here. A friend took a photograph and I can immediately see where they came up from. That's unbelievable. So they came up through this valley here. So I'm guessing a road comes up somewhere and you get dropped off. And then you can see the walking routes here, all the different walking routes. So what they did was they came across this walking route here. Wow, that's just unbelievable. That I can verify it from photographs. Okay, there's obviously another one that comes up from over there. You climb up. Now, I don't know. There's a refuge somewhere. Oh, there's a refuge. Ah, there it is. Wow. Yeah, so they climbed all the way up here. Wow, this must have been amazing. Look at the switchbacks and stuff. This must have been outstanding. And then you climb. Yeah, look at the switchbacks here. So you climb, and you climb to this refuge here. That's not a bad version of it. So yeah, you climb to this refuge here. You need a permit, but there's certain like rules where you have to get up and leave by X point. But yeah, now there's a couple of other what look like buildings here, but I know that these aren't buildings, and there's probably going to be one there. You can see a spot here, a square here, a square here, so that the AI's put a building in. I'm supposing there's another one down here. There's another one. There's another one, and there's another one. And the reason for that is there is actually no buildings there. Those are the word stanchion for a cable car. A cable car which goes right the way to here. So this is actually the cable car station. And this is for the people who can't be asked, the day people. And it's about a 5-minute walk to the top from there. And then you arrive at the top of Taide. So, wow, look at the views from there. Let's just see what a view would look like. Hang on a second, just trying to get it in the center now. Right, okay, more or less the view would be like that. So you'd be able to see all those islands over there. I'm sure you can still see Gran Canaria because you could see Taide from Gran Canaria. So, yep, you can see Gran Canaria over there. You cannot see Fuerteventura though, which is interesting. There, you can't see it. But yeah, that is a nice view. Now, I'm going to go up to Tenerife. So Tenerife, although it's an island, it's not a quiet island. And they actually have a football team, so I'm going to see if we can see where the football... Now, I have no idea, because I didn't research that part or anything about where there might be a football stadium. So I'll have to get my beady eyes out here in order to spot it. And I assume it's on this part of the island, because this is the part of the island. There we go. We'll see if there's another one, but I think that's it there. It seems a bit small though. But I don't think Tenerife Stadium is huge, but we'll see. There's one anyway. Can't see there isn't more football places on the island. Because there's a track field there. Just below us there. Oh, got some frame rate wax there. There's a football field there. But I can't. There's another one there. But these no, that's the Bull Ring. No, that's Tenerife. That's Tenerife Stadium. There we go. Okay. And it's mapped it quite well. That's mapped it fantastically. because it looks like a building rather than a stadium. But yeah, it's done a better job than it has on some stadiums, to be honest. Whoop. So yep, this is Tenerife. I don't know what the name of this this town is, but it's obviously a busy town because they've got a ton of stuff going on over here. Oh, but there's a stadium there as well. No, that looks more like Tenerife's actually. I say that because the seats are blue and Tenerife play in blue, I think. I could be talking bollocks. I might. Let's have a quick look. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. Where are we? So, oh, that's La Palma. Okay, Tenerife. So, oof, it's actually quite a lot harder to work out here. Right, so it's near the port with the green part. Okay, so port. Where's the port? There's the port. There's the green part. So it would be somewhere. Get off. Fucking hate Google Maps some days. Right, let's work something out here. There is the port. So it's port where the thing goes along. There. Okay. And then it's literally straight up the main road from the inlet. Okay, see the inlet? Yeah. Okay, go straight up the main road and I need to look down. Yeah, when the road makes a right and a left. Oh shit. When the road makes a left and a right, actually, not a right and a left. Yeah, it should be somewhere there. Where the fuck is it? That's really strange. Give us a second. It's big. Because I'm looking on the wrong side of the road. That's why. There it is. Okay. So, and that is... It doesn't actually say if it's Tenerife Stadium. But I'm sure it is. I'm absolutely sure it is. I'm trying to tag mark it, but it doesn't come up as anything. Strange. Strange. Okay. Oh, some hotels or pools there. Okay, it says Sep Santa Cruz, but that's not. Estadio Club Deportivo Tenerife. Okay. Yeah, so that's the football stadium. So, well, nice. Nice. Okay, so let's go back to the airplane, and let's go back to the main screen because I wanna just work something out. So, go back to the main menu. Why is it doing that? Main menu. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to have a look at something here, okay? So because and I was talking about going to Hassan. Connection lost. Have I lost the internet? Has my stream gone down? Oh god. Where's my streaming software? OBS. Oh yeah, can see. No? Okay, so why is... I panicked for a second there. Okay, it's disappeared now. Okay. So, we're gonna go direct... No, we can't. Let's see what it would do with the low altitude airways. Or whether we should go high altitude airways, actually. Successfully connected. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's say it's saying runway 25 right. So if we went out of runway 25 right, that's fine. Can't see an issue with that being the departure. Arrival. Oh, what's that there? I can't see it now. Hey, Space Odyssey, thanks very much for the follow. Very good of you. Over there on Twitter. Didn't realise I had somebody watching on Twitter. It's always interesting. So, 22. So we're coming in on 22. This is weird. Well, no, we're not doing that one. But all of these are going to be weird. Yeah, they're all going to be weird. Because they don't know how to land. Right, so I'm going to go automatic. We're going to have to request that landing. Going to be a bit weird. I'm guessing, my guess is, this airport hasn't had a lot of love. And it's going to be a crap one. So what we're probably going to do, in actuality, what I wanted to do was look at the time. So I want to look at the nav log here. Okay, down the left hand side there. And we've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 15, so that's 18 minutes. 1 minute on that one, 19 minutes. 2 on that, 20, 21 minutes. And then 23 minutes on that. So, you know what? I'm going to do this one, okay? And what we are going to try and do is we'll change this. Because this will get us into West Africa, and then I'll probably call it a night. Well, we'll see. Depends. So, tail number 78, 97, 97. Call sign Swifty. Okay. And flight number 97. Okay. We'll stick with that green livery, which was still selected today, which is good. Okay, ATC options, that's fine. Okay, so world map, go back to world map. World map. Okay. And then, I don't know if we should come in on a different runway, to be honest. 20, is this 20 left or 20 right? Come on. Runway 4, runway 2. You know what? We're going to come in on runway 2, and the reason we're going to come on runway 2 is because there's actually an arrival procedure for number 2. ILS 2. Shouldn't give us anything too wicked. It actually has. I don't know why some of these get off me. Well, some of these arrivals are so weird. It's not the worst arrival, but it's weird, right? And we kind of do this weird curving, but at least we don't cross the airport. Well, we do, we cross the end of that runway. But alright, we'll take that one for number 2. So it's going to take a few more minutes to fly that one, but this will take us, what? Yeah, because the other one I'd have had to get down, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would have. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one. So let's fly it. Now, we're going to fly this in real time for the simple reason that we are not viewing anything for this one. So we'll set everything to live. It was actually cloudy earlier. It is cloudy. Okay, and this is going to actually be it's quite nice flying through cloud some points in the game, so that's good. So everything's set down. Okay, everything's set to off. So 40. It's probably going to take about 50 minutes this flight, I think, for the time being. Then I'm going to have to. I probably have to end the stream after that and go for something to eat because I haven't eaten yet. 21:50 and 22:50. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll come back to stream later. I was thinking about it, but I don't think I'd get a chance to. Once I've eaten, I get a bit and I'll probably want to just chill out. So, we'll see. And I was thinking, I might come back and do a little bit of the Division or something, but I don't think so. Maybe another day. Flight peeps. Loading time seems to improve the last couple of days. I was watching back a video from the other night and I realised how quickly it actually loaded in. It felt at the time like it was slow, but touch wood.
Swifty 907 at runway 25 ready for takeoff.
Oh, and it's at the runway. Oh well. so I don't have to do any startup stuff. Shit. I'm gonna start putting in map procedures now because I don't want this to happen again. I do like going from start to finish. So we have a little bit of cloud. It's not crazy cloud. Okay, so first thing we're going to check is ATC. ATC have given clearance, so Swifty 97. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet for the time being. Okay, now this would be good if I could actually see my panel lights, but I can't at the moment, so let's have a look. I can't see anything at the moment. Right, it was Control and L? Oh god, no, that wasn't it. Alt and L? Okay. I don't know what I've just changed, but I've changed something. So, takeoff lights, pulse. Okay, panel lights. Bim, bam, boom. I don't know why it didn't turn this all on. Autopilot's on. Okay, everything looks good now, so I can Alt and L. Oh, you. I can't Alt and L. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, I'll keep the bloody headlight on then. What on earth? I'll look it up. I'll look that up. It can't hurt to have it on anyway. So we're gonna go nav. Our altitude wants to be 7,000. I think we got clearance to 7,000, was it not? So we'll knock that up to 7,000. Okay. Then we want a vertical speed of 16700. I'm going to go 1700 feet per minute. I will find out what the proper one is. Actually, that's what I might do when I've finished my tea tonight, is I might come back and watch these videos. Okay, so good. The headlight really doesn't affect anything, so I'm going to keep that on for the time being. Okay, so last thing we want to do, or we want to make sure, is we take away the yoke. We want our pitot heats on. That's on. Okay, so that's the last PDF settings. Wind, option 3, angle of attack off because I don't need that on there, and we are ready to go. We are ready to go. Flaps, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Leroy! And maybe take off the parking brake. Doesn't give you a warning. Don't give you a warning. Okay, we're at V1, so we'll rotate. Very, very good. Rotation there. We'll click the autopilot in. Okay, we're making a slight turn here, but I don't know why, because we should be flying runway heading. Okay. Just gonna have a look at what's lit up on the CAS. I think it's I haven't got yaw damper on. Okay, so we've got the yaw damper on now. Inner sept is on, so that needs to come off. But I don't know if you can turn it back on and it clears the oh no, it has to be off. Okay. Okay, so that's good. We need to turn our engines down slightly. That was actually something I needed to do, not the computer. Okay, we can lift our flaps because we're definitely gaining good altitude. Now a quick look outside just to wave goodbye. I didn't zigzag that one too badly, it does seem to, and I don't know if it's true to life. I heard somebody say it's not me that's actually zigzagging it. Apparently it's something to do with the engines, and if one engine is slightly stronger than the other, mind you, no, this is a propeller takeoff, so it could still be a bug. There was a bug where people were saying it pulls you too much to one side, but as I said, I've tried to ignore a lot of the bug talk and stuff because I just think the game is such a breath of fresh air that they'll fix all that stuff. They went away and they fixed the frame rates and stuff, which was the first main thing, and I think they did a good job with that. Alt and L, yeah, it's an Alt and L to do the headlight. Oh, let me take my throttle back slightly. Do you know what? I can cheat this actually. I can actually cheat this. I can go Alt L. Oh no, it's done it now. Well, why has it done it this time and not before? Right, so the headlight's off because the headlight was a little bit annoying. I'm going to put the panel dimmer up a little bit. Oh, can I do it that angle? No, I can't. Oh, there was a slight thing where it was like decreased panel lighting, but now I might have to scooch across to do that. It's not it doesn't make my eyes bleed, but it's a little bit too high, or it feels a little bit too high. Okay, so we're making a turn now out over the island, which is nice. Look at that view of the day there. Now, look at that. That's the first time I've properly seen that. Can you see that? Because there's a lot of sea, and we're not even at night time yet. We're in evening, dusk. Because there's a lot of sea, and then Gran Canaria has very few it has very concentrated packets of civilization. You can actually see it lit up there on the horizon, which, oh, that's so cool. Which, you know, from this distance it looks a bit meh. Oh look, we've got 97 on the tail, but it works. Right, so I'll take her up to cruising speed, and then I need a quick toilet break. Yeah, there's no way there's that many bloody. So we'll get cruising increase now in a few seconds because we're up to 6,600. I'm looking at that. I don't need. You can look at it yourself. You have the tab, don't you? Just up there, it tells you what we're at. 6,800 feet. So about, as soon as we hit about 700, they'll request another flight level change. They won't. I bet they won't. They'll just try and prove me wrong. Oh, it says connection lost again. I wonder what the situation is. Maybe it's just too many people trying to play. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look at the nav log, because we should have had a change there. We should have had a flight level change. It doesn't say in that one. Let's have a look on our computer. Flight plan. Yeah, we should be getting permission. Maybe it's when we arrive at Remji that we get the permission to fly to 30,000 feet. So let me see if I can spot Remji on my VFR map. I don't know if you can. I'm gonna stop tracking just for a second. Remji. Oh, it's over here. So maybe we have to sit at 7,000 till we arrive here, and then we get permission to climb. That seems a bit weird. That seems about halfway through the flight. So my hope would be maybe when we get to this one, we'll get the flight clearance. Because I definitely put it for high altitude airwaves. I don't want to have.
Please expedite your climb to 8,000 feet.
Okay, so 8,000 now. This is really strange. I've never known it to increase, like, in drips and drabs. But I'll do it. I'll do it in drips and drabs. Well, look at it back over there on the island as well. That's the part we're flying over not so long ago near the stadium. Now, I think we might be chasing the light here. I'm not too sure. No, we can't be chasing the light. Yes, we would. We would be chasing the light. Right, we won't catch it.
Swifty 907 climb and maintain flight level 210.
Okay, so we now got clearance to 210.
And maintain flight level
So
210,
now we're
Swifty
definitely getting
907.
up there. So I'm going to make our vertical speed a little bit more now. So we're going to go... Wait, not that much. We're going to go to 17. What did he say? 210. Yeah. 210, 21,000 feet. Okay. And we are on our climb. And this is why I love this airplane. Because it's a small thing, but we get to cruise to 30,000 feet. Oh, look at that. That looks so cool. And with the sunset over that side. And the Milky Way. And the moon. That is, I mean, it's pretty. You can't tell me this isn't cool. All these stars are in exactly the correct positions. You can't tell me that isn't amazing. Actually, the Milky Way's there, I think. Bit too much light pollution at the moment to see it properly. So cool. So cool. Oh, I'm speeding still a little bit here. I didn't realise. Don't want to burn my engines out. Okay, that seems fine. 97%. I said this. The only thing bad about this airplane is there's no auto throttle. But to be honest with you, when you're changing altitudes, turn the landing lights off because we're way above. Well, we're not way above actually. We've just passed transition altitude, I think. Or we're just passing. I can't remember what European transitional is to American. It's quite a difference. I think it's like 4,000 feet difference or something between European and American. So I'm going to wait till we get the clearance to 30 and then I'm going to go for a much needed pee. They really do need one. Oh, okay, let's put that. Just have to check this message that my boss sent me. Right, so that. I was expecting it to pee down all this week, and it's actually not. It's been pretty good weather today, and I'm guessing it's going to be pretty good weather for the rest of the week. Oh, so you really have to be careful with the... I don't know why, climbing out, that I keep going faster. That shouldn't be possible. But I am. You can see the throttle's climbing, even though I've actually brought it down. So, well, that's something to look at. I'm guessing it's because the air's getting thinner or something. A lot of information as well, you know, on this little plane for what it does, and it's a glass cockpit. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to put this up here, and we lost it down the back of the TV. Can't do me shutdown now. Shutdown's easy. You just turn them off, bottom to top. No, is that I want to have a quick look at the VFR map actually. Okay, so this is kind of a bit faster than I expected. It really is. I mean, it's because we're going at a higher altitude, I do know that, but you can see that we're almost passing Gran Canaria now. It's 16,000 now. So I think this flight's going to go a little bit faster than I expected. If we're looking on the you're looking on this one. This one is the longest part, 110 nautical miles. This one's what? No, that's only 6 nautical miles. So there's that one's kind of the longest, but that'll be... And then they're all really short after that. If we keep our speeds right, for the first time ever, then... Hopefully, I think it said something like 47 minutes, so I'm watching. We've been in the air about 10 now. Look at that, the way it's lit up around the island, that's amazing. Because Gran Canaria is like that. You know, the whole around the outside of the island is tourist spots, but the centre of it is just a big mountain. So you can see all the light over the other side as well. And we're heading towards West Africa, people. I thought we'd have been here 2 days ago, if I'm totally honest, but we're not. We never got there in time. Getting faster out. We're at 99% torque now, so I promised myself I'd keep an eye on that. Light on the horizon over there. I thought it was... Oh no, it's something on my monitor. Dagnammit. So we just got 1,000 feet more to go. So you should see just on the right here, you should see it go from this button, and this button will light up any moment now. Just keep your eyes on it. There you go. Switched over. I've just powered down ever so slightly. We should get clearance to 31,000 feet any time now. Maybe, just maybe, the ATC were a bit busy last time.
Climb and maintain flight level 290.
Oh, 290, okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 290, Swifty 907.
Oh, I have to do the thing again. Do I? No, hang on, let's do this properly. 29 vertical speed up. Okay. Right, 290 wasn't it? 290. Okay. Alright, so, and why is the virtual speed clicked off? Right, okay. Right, I'm gonna, while it's climbing to 29,000 feet, I'm gonna just have a quick pee break. Alright, I'll be back in a moment, children. Did one of my cats just assault the other? I was just talking to my housemate.
2907 climb and maintain flight level 300.
300. Right, hang on, let me just go kill a cat.
Maintain flight level 300, Swifty 907.
300. Why is it sending us up by the 1,000? Doesn't quite make sense. Okay, I'll just set it and let it go. No, I was just talking to my housemate. Okay, so this is a tostada. Red sand, Vienna lager, artisan, toasted from Tibidabo. I sounded Yorkshire there. Tibidabo. And it is not bad. It's a bit subpar, but not bad. How long was I, Ella's Guide? Did I take that long? Sorry. It wasn't my intention. I'll just knock the door to a little bit. It wasn't my intention to be a long time. I just
Swifty 907, please expedite your climb to flight level 300.
Oh. 300. All right. Okay. I thought I saw it climbing, so I'm getting told off because he didn't go. He didn't go up. Which is my fault. Okay, so let's have a... We're above the clouds now. So we should... So we can see West Africa here. That's amazing. Pleased with that. So it's not as far as it feels. We've got some nice cloud cover here. So you can see Gran Canaria now, how I said it's kind of encircled. We can still see Tenerife here, which is... I'm surprised by... But to be fair, we're not doing 737 speeds or anything. I might actually try the 737 one day off stream. I might even try it on stream. Just have to mark it as not being part of this trip around the globe. So I know that there's this part to do. There's going to be another part where we go down to Mauritania. It's going to be across basically desert. There are going to be parts of this trip where it's odious, I think is the word. But it's all part of it, people. I want to circumnavigate the globe myself. And land and take off and not crash and do everything in the correct way for once. So I should change my name from Unineffectual Gamer, to be honest. To Unineffectual Gamer, not from. Still seeing the sunset there. Not losing it. But my guess is this is actually where we're heading here. Because when we arrived to... what was the spot that we were arriving to? When we arrived to Remji... Oh, no. We're going to make a left turn. So that means we're heading where those lights are here. Not those lights. And that was maybe a mistake. Should have probably headed to those lights there. So, because those lights look closer, number one. But I've never rerouted mid-flight, and I honestly wouldn't know exactly how to do it. So, because if I just show you that, oh yeah, look, oh what an idiot. Well, we're actually going to be going across there to Mauritania, to where we want to be in Mauritania. So I suppose it's not the end. Or the be-all and end-all. And we're about halfway through the flight, so we're making good time. We're making very good time, and well, we maybe should have gone to there, but we didn't know. We didn't know, so... And oh, I was going to have a look at what you could see on the map. On the interactive map, but you can't really see anything, so... Okay, but you can see we're changing heading. Altitude is 30,043 feet. We're at -2 feet per minute vertical speed because of course we're not going anywhere, and we're travelling currently at 209 knots, 334 knots on ground level. Oh, making a little correction turn now. And on my map here I can actually see the ground, that's actually very good news. When you can see land here, it always means you're doing better than you thought. So I'm just going to knock up above the nose a bit there so I can see the nose a little bit better.
7 descend and maintain flight level 190.
Okay, 190.
Descend and maintain flight level 190.
Now what I tend to do here is I go decrease vertical speed, and then 190 would be my flight level, so I'm just going to keep pushing it down till we get to 190. There we go, 190. Wow, I hit that nail on the head, didn't I? So we're going to start descending now. This feels good. It feels like we're making time. It feels like we're doing what we should be doing. One of my worries about crossing the oceans is the oceans are fucking big and vast.
7, you are 9 or 5 miles west. Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 2 approach by Lima Alpha Yankee transition.
So it's at 95 miles west.
Swifty 9 or 7 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
So we've got clearance all the way down to 3.
Expect ILS runway 2 approach.
Which is crazy.
Yankee transition cleared to Lima Alpha Yankee.
So I'm going to pull back because the speed we were doing, I don't know if we'd have made landfall, and we're still speeding. I want it kind of around 220. 220 is the descent speed, I think, of this one. So I want to be somewhere around there because we don't want to arrive. You don't want to arrive over your destination too quickly. You know, you want to get down to flight level. So it's and 26,000 feet is a bloody long way up. So I'm going to pull it back and see how we do there. I can make drastic changes, so I could pull it almost to idle, so we have like this, so we have, you know, like almost nothing, bleed off some speed, but I don't want to. This is something I have to work out for myself, and I'm going to stick with these values so that at least if I make a mistake and have to go around or anything, I'll know next time. No, actually, I think this speed's going to be okay. I really do. I really do think it's going to be okay. We are descending at 2,000 feet per minute, which I think is the maximum for this plane. And we're under 220, so being under 220 is, I think, is the speed that they say. And that's the only part of the game or the simulation that I'm struggling with, is that each approach you seem to be detailed in, or you seem to be given clearances in very, very different ways. Sometimes you're brought down to 3,000 feet so that you have the approach in sight and everything, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you just see your approach way, way below you, and I think those are clouds there, or is that the coast? It's really hard to see in this light. I think they're clouds. Oh, look, we're icing up a little bit. I never expected to ice up. Look Look at the windows. Can you see the windows are slightly iced? You can see it building up here. So that's a nice reminder next time I'm at 30,000 feet to maybe consider turning on the de-icing. Wow. Is it me or is it just built up? So let's have a look. Let's put some windshield de-icer on. We'll put the prop de-ice on just in case. We'll turn on all the de-icers actually just for the time being until we clear it. Right. Oh wow, that was fast. There's still a bit on the wing, but I'll keep the de-icer on for now. So the windows seem to warm up, and I wonder if, I don't know exactly how. Well, I'm supposing it warms up on the wings. I don't on the windscreen. I don't know what it does on the wings to get rid of it. To be honest, I'm not that knowledgeable. Okay, so I'm confident of getting down to 3,000 feet easy enough here, and we're still doing like 200 something speed wise. I might even actually knock it up. I feel confident of that. We've dropped 10, 11, 12, 13,000 feet, and we're currently at 18, and we're going to 3. So if we drop another 13, it's like 2,000 feet more. And the approach is a little bit away along from where we were before when I was looking at it, so I actually think our approach is okay. I think we're going to be alright here. No, you're on about. What you talking about? So we can still see it on the wing, so it's not getting rid of it off the wing just yet. I don't know why these lights aren't on here for the airframe de-ice, to be honest with you. I think we can turn off the windshield one now, because I'm not iced up. So we're at nearly 15,000. We're about halfway through our descent, just actually over halfway of our descent, and we've not really cleared half distance. So I think the panic that I was feeling is probably not necessary. So I think I'm gonna bring my descent down to 1.3. Wait, 5.3. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down to 1.3. Just you don't want to descend too early because you're just going to slow yourself down. So I'm going to just slow the descent slightly. We've got nearly 10,000 feet to go, but we are still a long way from the airport. But that's something that you just have to, as a pilot, eventually get kind of used to. You know, it's not easy. Somebody was saying something like it's X amount of feet per minute times by the nautical miles to the destination. No, it's nautical miles, then feet per minute. I've had a couple of beers. I'm getting a bit fuzzy now, and a whiskey. Although this is more like mojito ice. It's not whiskey ice. And I haven't eaten yet. I will be eating once the stream's over, but I haven't eaten yet, so... So, if you're watching the stream back later, do feel free to give it a like, please. And do feel free to subscribe to the stream. Subscribe, please. And Alright, son. In you come. Oops. Yeah, do leave a like. Please subscribe. Even if you're watching back later, feel free to subscribe as well. Yeah, not you, mate. You're not part. You don't have to subscribe. You're already subscribed. What? Oh, because I did it on your behalf. Can't imagine about in the background. He's a dick, that guy. He's going to try and get in it, but there's a box under the bed. He's going to try and get in it now. It's not bad being a cat, is it? Cat life. Strutting around like you own the joint. I really wish some of these things would show better, and I don't understand why they don't. Like, there's a, what I mean is these things above you, above my, no, to my left, no, will be all right, wouldn't it? So to my right, or to the right, in the middle of the screen, this speed, IS, V speed, altitude. On the sim toolkit, oh, but all the mozzies are going to come in, son. There's actually like estimated time to the next waypoint, registration, call sign, flight phase, so ascent, descent, but they don't show up. And I don't understand why they don't show up. I don't know if I have to activate something or anything like that. I don't think I do. Maybe I've selected too many and I have to turn some of them off, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to... So for example, if I turn show ground speed off, that should take it down to 4 parts, yeah? Okay, so I should have space for another one, shouldn't I? So if we show... so... Heading's important. Ready? That's not important. 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 No. Okay, so we should be down to 3. Okay, so indicated airspeed, virtual speed, and heading. So let's activate flight phase. Nothing. Let's oh no, we need altitude. That's probably one of the most important. Show call sign. Nothing. Oh no, nothing. Show registration. Nothing. And I'm supposing there's something I need to link for it to do that in Sim Toolkit Pro, but I don't know what it is. I have to link. Create a plan. Search for that. I'm sure that there'll be something I have to do. I'm sure of it, because everything else is right. And the one thing Sim Toolkit Pro has actually, which I really like, is it actually has like it has a page that you could in theory have running on kind of your tablet and watching your vertical airspeeds and stuff like that. Even it has pitch, roll, everything. It's so cool. It's they've done a really good job of it, I'm going to be honest. They really have. I think it's really good. Right, okay, we're seeing stuff now. We're getting there. I'm seeing something red here, which I'm guessing is a windmill. One of the thousands of windmills in the game. We're at 7,400 feet. We are a little way out, but we are coming kind of in, so I'm not concerned about this. We're not far from the approach, to be honest. I don't know what our estimated time left would be, but we're not far. Well, we're a bit off the approach. We're not far off the. We're not far from the approach. We're a little bit of a way off the final. Need to get my words out properly. So yeah, why it doesn't do it, I don't know. In Sim Toolkit Pro. 100% something I'm doing wrong. It's something I haven't set. You probably have to have your flight plan loaded up in it, I'm guessing. would be my... probably be the biggest thing. Actually, log my landing report in... let's have a look. Yep, in Tenerife, I landed... Will you give over, cat? I think that's the Tenerife one by the looks of it. I landed just to the right of centre. I think that's the one. I'm just going to check the one at the other end and make sure. Oh no, that's not that one. So I'm just going to double check. Yes, so in Tenerife I landed just just to the right of centre. I was over the threshold by quite a long distance, 753 feet, which is pretty good. I was right of the centre line by 39 feet, so maybe it wasn't that great. But looking at some of my other landings... Oh no! When was that? Was that yesterday? One of them apparently I was only left by 10 feet. And that would have been the one last night. So actually last night's landing was good. I think maybe it's just where I'm sitting in the cabin that it felt. But yeah, that was last night, and it says I was left 10 feet of the centre line. So, okay, the day before when I landed in Tangiers, I was left by 38 feet. So, Gibraltar, I was left by 30... Wow, that's strange. Gibraltar was nearly the same amount. Now the one thing I did want to look at, that's I was left by 26 feet. So yeah, I can see it. So I was saying I kept on landing left, and I can see it now. Now the interesting one is the most recent one in Tenerife. I actually landed at 162 feet per minute, which is quite soft, but the strange thing is I landed in Tangiers. Now that was the flight where we had to go around and fanny about because there was a mistake. I landed in Tangiers at 98 feet per minute. That was soft. A really soft landing. So I don't know. I need to maybe... Okay, we're at 3,000 feet now. So yeah, we came in slightly too early. I'm looking at it now. We had maybe 2 or 3 more minutes to come in at a decent rate. But, you know, we're alright for time and stuff. So... Shut up. I can see the stats. I know that last night's was better. The approach and stuff was terrible because obviously it didn't work. But the fact that I came in.
Swifty 907 contact lie in the approach on 127.5.
Going to 127.5, Swifty 907. Lie in the approach.
Now you see that light there?
1,000 feet.
That's an icing light.
7 lie in the approach. Continue to Lima Alpha Yankee as planned. Altimeter 29.907.
And I actually do. That's an ice light. Look, it goes off. That's so cool. So that light, that switch there, is to check to see if the icing's working. That's so cool. I just know I was outside. Like, why is it only on that wing? That's so cool. Right, all these can go off now because we don't need any de-icing now. We're too low. We're in Africa, for God's sake. Okay, so what was he saying there? Just make sure it's right. Continue to lay as a planned. Altimeter 2997. Okay, so here we're at 2992. So we need to set that vertical speed, and we need to set it to go Nose down. Come on, you dickhead. Decrease vertical speed, let's go. Couple of hundred, we don't need to worry too much about it. Nice, switch straight over. 299.7. First time I've seen that big a difference. Because 50 feet when you're landing, it's quite a difference. Now I can't quite see the airport yet, but I don't actually know the is that it? That could be it. I don't quite know the airport direction. Let me just check my VFR map. So no, the airport is at 1 o'clock. Oh, sod's law, it's going to be covered by this thing. Let me move over to the pilot seat. To the co-pilot seat. 1 o'clock. I still can't see it. Oh, there is some flashing from here. Well, everything's flashing, to be honest. It could be here. Could be here as well. That's almost 1 o'clock from that position. It could be that. No, that's not 1 o'clock from my position. Well, we'll see as we come in closer and we do all this kind of flying and moving around. So I love how you've started using the term shite, let's go. It's such a northern English word to use. And maybe a bit in Ireland as well, you hear it a bit. It's shite. Oh, do you know what? This whole COVID thing's starting to get out of control. You know, people saying, I don't have to wear a mask. Look, wear a fucking mask, because cases are skyrocketing now because people are not paying attention. Please, even if you don't believe in the science, just do it by chance. Just please do it by chance. Better to do something by chance if it's not going to hurt you, isn't it? Because cases are skyrocketing all over the place. I do not want to be locked down again. I don't think they're going to bother locking us down this time, but I don't think any economies can handle it at all. Where is this bloody runway? Oh, could be this here. But I still don't know. Let's have a look on the VFR map. At this point in time, I'll do anything somebody says if it means it's going to end it, or it's going to at least help us get over it. As long as they promise to put sanctions on China. Because people shouldn't have been leaving that country, in my opinion. It just shouldn't have been happening. We might have had it under control. Probably my stream's just been blocked in China, hasn't it? Yeah, we've got like we've got a hell of a lot of cases here. There's already schools been, well, classes been closed down. I don't think they've closed a school yet. But this whole, the only part I don't like is they're saying they're limiting social gatherings, but if you're at work, it's alright. So stupid. But, yeah, I kinda get it. Here in particular, you know, socially people like to hug, kiss, and they all think, well, it's family, I love them. I still can't see this bloody... I really still can't see this airport. It's driving me up the wall. We're going to make this long dipping turn now, but it should be in sight. I love doing night landings. Even from here you can't seem to see where it is. And every time I look at the VFR map, it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. In actuality, it should almost be over our right wing now. So if I go outside, it could be that hole in the desert there. Ah, maybe it's there. I wondered this earlier. There was kind of like just... No, there's street lights. I hope to God this isn't some dirt landing. Oh, look, we're over the desert, people. Look at this. We're in West Africa over the desert here. I didn't even look down before. This is outstanding. Right, so we are below 10,000 feet, so we're going to put landing lights on. We might actually light up the... we actually might light up the land. No, we're not. Here it is. There we go. Can you see it there? There it is. Actually, I'll lift it up because you probably can't. Here it is. Now, what's worrying me is this is the green end, so that's the landing end, and I don't think we're coming in to land on the landing end. I think we have been told to come in to land on the... oh, actually, I don't even bloody know. Yeah. On the red end. I think this this approach is going to be one of the best we've ever had, actually. And this is the truth, because if he's saying that, we are going to be... I think we can put it to 1,300. We're going to be coming in very, very low, because we're already pretty low. Yeah, well, look, we're going to be coming in at the red end of the runway now. There's two runways, there's one here, one there, and unfortunately we're going to come in at the red end of the runway, which I don't think is the correct way. But did I choose it for this one? I might have chosen it. I might have actually changed the choice. So I'm going to put the gear down. Definitely chose runway 2. So we are starting to bleed off some of that speed now, which is good. We want to kind of come over. I think we might be on the wrong runway as well. Well, no, we can't be on the wrong runway. No, we're going to pass this runway. We're coming in on this runway, but I think we should have been at the green end, because the pappy lights are on here. The pappy lights are not on here. So I don't know why it's done that. 'Cause, well, if I chose it, that's why it's done it, and I shouldn't choose it in future, and I won't choose it in future, because that's my error. So we're going to drop to 100 here, more or less. Because this is a really, really strange approach. Whoa, this is a really strange approach. Yeah, we got hit by a bit of turbulence there. This is so cool looking down here though. Look at this, we are so close to the ground. We can see the streets. Ah, this is so beautiful. This is one of the best things about night landings, and I'm not just about in game, I'm talking about in real life as well. When you're coming in and you are just seeing all the lights of the city or the town or whatever. It's superb. Right, so I just want to keep an eye on my speed here, so I'm kind of going to go half into my landing mentality. Actually, I think we should push it up a little bit, actually. I'm going to go half into my landing mentality just so we can try and make sure that I'm going to bring it up to about 130 maybe. And I just want to do that to try and not lose time. Because you can happily trundle along at 120 or whatever, but you will also you'll be just taking longer to do the same thing. Because but yeah, I don't think you'd make this turn at 2,000 feet. Maybe they do in the desert. We've got a little bit of wind here. Oof, yeah, look at the wind. 30 knots. Right. Daddy's gonna have to have his head on. I really am. 30 knots. I think that's the strongest I've landed in, people. 35 I saw the gust was there. 35. Yeah. I am really gonna have to have my wits about me here. So as we make the turn, whenever that might be, just have a quick look, we are going to be facing into the wind, so I'm probably going to have to add speed. It's got a tailwind at the moment, so this is yep, we've definitely got some serious wind here, and I've never landed. 40, this is tail though, 40, no not 40, 28, 30, yeah, but it's definitely up there. Well, we have to land in it eventually. We have to land in it eventually. Try and relax. You have to relax. You can't sit there with a piece of coal up your bum. This is going to be fun taking off tomorrow from here. I think we're going to enjoy that.
Swifty 907, keep speed below 185 knots.
Well, we are certainly below 185.
Below 185 knots, Swifty 907.
But I am going to apply a bit of power because I really...
907, you are 8 miles southwest of Lione. Contact Lione Tower on 1.1 when inbound.
We're on flaps 1, landing gear is down.
Tower on 1.1 Swifty 907.
And we're...
Lione Tower, Swifty 907, 9 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 2 approach.
Swifty 907, Lione Tower.
That's our turn.
ILS runway 2 approach. Altimeter 29.907, wind 015 at 29.
Cleared ILS runway.
Did you say wind was at 29? Okay, right. Gonna get everything in place now and just enjoy the ride. Now what I actually can do is, if I've got clearance to land, I can make this slightly easier on myself, because I can bring my altitude down. I can do it through a flight level change rather than vertical speed. Can I do it through FLC? Yeah, I can do it through an FLC. So let's have a look. So let me just test this out, because I've never actually done it this way before. So I'm going to do it flight level change. Nope, it's not doing it. Oh yeah, he is. Turn it slightly. No, he's not. Okay, so I'll go vertical speed. And we'll go 300 feet per minute. Or whatever it is. That's only 2. Oh, it's only going to give me 4. Right, okay. So. As we line up. And I'm going to just start bleeding a little bit off. 160 feels a bit too much. Okay, we're going to go down to 1,700. In fact, we're not. We're going to go down to 1,500. The reason I want to do that is so that I'm just... Well, we'll see once we get landing clearance. We'll meet the thingamajig and hopefully we'll get it down. Now, the glide slope's appeared. It didn't on the last runway, but we've got a glide slope here. So, but I don't think I've set the... the comms or anything, so we're going to bleed a bit more of this speed off. But we'll see if it comes down, if this glide slope comes down. We've got this little thing here. Yeah, if this comes down and gets into the purple here, I can hit approach, and it will pretty much land itself. But it doesn't, but it can pretty much land itself. And I'm going to learn how to do that, because that is actually very, very helpful. It doesn't look like it's coming down at the moment, but because we're a little bit lower than this, we're going to kind of meet it, and then I'll take it in for the final part. Now that diamond is coming down. Can you see it's coming down here? So once it gets here, we can actually hit the approach, and it should...
7 cleared to land runway 2. Wind 015 at 29er.
If I remember what people said, but we'll see, we'll see. It will either do it or it won't do it. So just as it passes the purple part here, I click approach. Bam, like that. And it should capture the guide slope, which it looks like it has, which is really strange. And this can really help in windy conditions like this. The wind is still 16 kilometers an hour now, just off our wing. So I just want to bleed off a bit more speed. I might actually do that through the flaps rather than... I was going to say, you're coming in too fast. So we'll just get it down to that like 98 or whatever it likes. We're a little bit lower than I'd like to be, but it's not the worst. And I really want to check out this whole glide slope approach, because at the moment I feel like we're a little bit high, but I'm gonna trust this thing, because I need to learn to trust it. And if the approach hold works and it's usable, then that is fantastic for this type of landing, because this is how you would do it usually. Just gonna apply right, okay, I need to really concentrate now, because I need to know speeds, whether or not we're coming in at the correct rate. We seem to be. The pappy lights are saying we're slightly low, which I'd rather not be. I'd rather be slightly high. But we have got a very, very, very nice approach here. Oh no, the pappy lights are now 2 for 2. We're at 340 feet. This is good. This is very good. We're past the threshold. Well, just passing the threshold now. These two big white markers, that's normally where the touchdown is. So I'm going to take off autopilot. I'm just going to lift the nose and pull back on the throttle a little bit. Oh, we bounced. Okay, that was my fault because I didn't actually pull back on the throttle, but that was still a pretty good landing. It wasn't the worst ever. And you only have to turn the autopilot off at the, like, about 100 feet or whatever, so I think you can turn it off before, but that was nice. Right, that was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. Okay, we can turn all that off. Oh. Okay, we can turn your damper off. So, oh. Why is the nose going up like that?
7 turn next taxiway.
Oh, it's because I've got the approach hold still turned on. Nope, it's still going up. I don't think we're going that fast, are we? Now we need to turn next taxiway, but sod knows where the taxi turn-off is. Because I can't see it anywhere. But we'll be alright. Ah, there it is, right at the end of the runway. Because we landed at the wrong end. Mind you, if we'd landed at the wrong end, I don't know. Why? What's it doing? Why is it trying to take off? Oh, because it's engaged the autopilot. Why? Autopilot off, your damper off. Oh, it might be the trim set wrong. Okay. If it's left the trim on, which I think it has, it's trying to lift up, but it shouldn't be able to do that even with the... I don't know. I don't think it can do that, or it should do that. Well, to be honest with you, we're what? Let's see, about 8 minutes late.
7 turn next taxiway.
So yeah, we're about 8 minutes late at the moment. And that was because, you know, on the approach it was a bit weird. Oh, no, yeah, on the descent, sorry, it was a bit weird. I kind of descend a bit too early, but I'd rather do it too late.
7 contact ground on 1 tree, 1
To be honest.
Going to 1 tree, 1 decimal, 1 Swifty Niner 7.
Right, so again, he never asks for a taxi to the gates. So we've only got taxi to parking
Landing
actually.
ground, Swifty Niner 7 taxi to parking.
Swifty Niner 7 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha.
Oh, I like the fact that the voice changed there, and there's only like one parking. I think.
Swifty Niner 7.
I think there's only one parking here. Well, listen, this has been really fun. The approach hold worked. I'm going to see what my landing was. I did bounce it, but that was because I didn't turn off the autopilot before I wanted to, so it was trying to keep its approach going. So I need to double check that autopilot is off next time to avoid that mistake. But that was the approach and everything was great, so we'll work with that in the future. Again, I'm still learning some things. I could have free landed that, but it's worth knowing that if you can... I can't see my guy. I can't see where he's standing. Isn't that bouncing story? Shut up. And when I say bounced, I only bounced the nose. I didn't bounce the back wheels. It was just the nose. I put the nose down, but then because the approach hold was still in its approach hold and it hadn't turned off properly, it wanted to put the nose back in the air. So I didn't bounce the back wheels. You'd have noticed if I'd have bounced the back wheels. You'd have heard a crash when it comes back down. Like when you're landing in Gibraltar, you know? Okay, and we're down. And brake on. Master warning off.
Okay.
So people, we have landed in Western Sahara. Okay, the name of this place is Western Sahara. And we're gonna go to the thing. I'm not gonna show you too much of it at the moment. This is Western Sahara, and it's a disputed territory. It's in the desert, of course. Look at how flat it is. Morocco claims ownership and it claims its own independence at the same time, so there's kind of like disputed territories, but we're officially in West Africa. Okay, and tomorrow, or not tomorrow, the next time I stream, it'll be going to Mauritania. Mauritania. I have to get it right. And that's the one thing I am really looking forward to, because we will be pretty much, we're on a different continent. Well, we're on a different continent now, but I don't know, there's just something, I feel like now we're starting to move, you know, and I'm not seeing the same type of stuff, so I'm really looking forward to it. Listen, I want to say thank you to everybody for joining in the stream as usual. It's always a pleasure hosting you, and I hope that we get to see each other again soon and we do another stream. Okay, but for now I'm gonna say good night, because it's night time here where I live. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning or evening. 9/7, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, just leave a dislike. I don't care, it doesn't bother me. It's all interactions. Okay, see you later. 9/7. Testing the gear, yeah, right.